Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to Gentry Vintage. I'm Josh, your host. I hope everybody's doing well. Well, today we're going to do a review on a blend that, as of February 15th, 2025, is still available. However, I don't believe that it made the cut for the McBarron Sutliff blends that are going to stick around. Um, so if this is something you're interested in, I would say you might want to try to grab you a tin of it now while it's still there. I'll go back and double check again, but I'm pretty sure it's not on that list. Um, Today's blend is McBarron's Vanilla Cream Loose Cut. If I recall, uh, Garrett and Katie, Smoke Snacks, if I recall, they really enjoy the flake version of this, which I would assume is the same thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Garrett. I believe this was the blend that y'all enjoy. Um, if not, it's something very similar. But I had purchased a tin of this way back in the summer, and at the time I was trying to steer away from aromatics, and I was looking for something that me and the wife might both enjoy, something that was kind of aromatic, with some flavoring, some topping, whatever on it that she would enjoy, but also had more tobacco flavors, just straight pure tobacco flavors that I would enjoy. And so I got this after looking into it, doing my little research, and we both enjoyed it. Hopefully you can see that okay. Um, we both enjoyed it. It didn't knock my socks off, but it was good. Um, she liked it, but it had a little too much tobacco taste for her, and so I ended up jarring it up, and I just put it in the cellar. I think I put one jar on the shelf, and then put another jar in the cellar, um, which I think the other jar might still be on the shelf. But anyway, I was recently gifted this tin by my buddy Steve, Old Adirondack Codger, and of course when I saw it, I said I've had this before, and it was pretty good. Um, it's been a while, and it was an open tin. He had tried it and didn't really much care for it, and thought I might enjoy it, and which I do. Thank you, Steve. I do appreciate it very much. Um, so I thought, you know what? I hadn't had this in a while. Let's load it up in a pipe and give her a go and see what we think now. And without thinking, I had my Savinelli Bing's favorite sitting on the table next to my chair, and I grabbed it without thinking and filled it up with the vanilla cream. Um, and now that I think about it, Garrett, I don't think this is the blend, but anyway. So my Bing's favorite pipe, I mostly only smoke Carter Hall and H Burley Flake. My two favorite blends are usually the only blends that run through this pipe. But since I'd already accidentally loaded this up with it, I said, well, I'm not going to dump it out. I'll just go ahead and smoke it. And for whatever reason, the vanilla in this blend just sang in this pipe. Absolutely sang. And so I loaded up another bowl, I think it was the next evening, in another pipe. And it was still good. It didn't really sing as much as it did in this pipe, but it was still good. And I guess now that I'm a little more experienced pipe smoker, I can appreciate this blend more. Um, it's definitely not. Let me go ahead and light it up instead of just sitting there talking. Um, so a good a good pro tip here: if you're going to sit down and do a video, always bring out a second backup lighter. I tried to do the false light on this before I started filming. Brought the Zippo out here and got a nice little flame out of it. And as soon as I took it to light it, the flame just said boop, 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 boop. So, yeah, lesson learned before. I always keep an extra lighter in my pocket. So, hmm. But I did just realize that I didn't bring a tamper out here. I also realized that I showed you the blend and didn't tell you what's in it. So, the components of this vanilla cream loose cut also comes in flake form, which I would assume would be the exact same blend. Um, Obviously, it would be, but anyway. Um, Bright Virginias, Burley, and a little black Cavendish with Madagascar vanilla. And it says on the tobacco reviews that there's a little bit of plug tobacco bits thrown in there as well. Um, Now, somebody tell me exactly what that means. Is this plug Burley, plug Virginia? What is it? It's just, I mean, there's several blends that come in a plug cut. I'm not sure the significance of that. So, as most of you know, I'm primarily a Burley smoker. I do smoke some other stuff. I just, prefer my Burleys. This is not a Burley blend per se. This is a more of a Virginia forward blend. And it's very evident in this blend. Why do we need tampers when God gave us 10 of them? Definitely Virginia forward. Um, as I smoke through this, I can tell the Burley's there. It's definitely there. The main player in this blend is by far the citrusy Virginias. You get that grassy, citrusy Virginia flavor, which goes really good with the vanilla that's used in this. It's not your typical vanilla that you find in a vanilla aromatic blend. It's by no means goopy in any way. It's not overly sweet. It's almost like somebody. It says Madagascar vanilla, which I don't know what in the world that is, but um, it's almost like it was just spritzed with just pure vanilla extract. And I don't know about you, but every McBarron blend that I've ever tried, they have a signature slight citrus note in them. And for me, I notice it in every single McBarron blend that I've tried. Now, what that is, I don't know, but it's definitely apparent in this, and it blends very well with the vanilla. Um, I would say more than most of that is coming out of the Virginias in this, obviously. But to me, that citrusy note mixed with that vanilla is just mm, lovely. Um, it's almost like a lemon cream, just very slight lemon cream in here. Um, as you get down into it a little further, the black Cavendish, it and it could be the Virginia too, but I'm gonna go with the black Cavendish. It adds just a little bit of richness, a little bit of sweeter note to it. The woody, kind of earthy, nutty, burly taste that I love so much. Uh, it's there, but it's not the primary front runner here. It is most definitely primarily a Virginia forward. It is a very, especially if you're someone who doesn't really enjoy um, aromatics, it's a good take on an aromatic for somebody who's not doesn't care for aromatics. The vanilla flavor is most definitely present. It's not overwhelming. It's most definitely present. But for somebody who's not a big aromatic fan, the natural tobacco flavors is there enough to blend with that to keep you interested in it. This is definitely a blend that I would love to see how it would fare with a couple years of age on it. Um, I don't know how the vanilla would hold up in it. That's something I'm interested to see. Like I said, I have a jar in the cellar, and I plan on letting it sit there for a while. I'm interested to see how the vanilla holds up in it. But the Virginias, I do believe with a little mellowing, and I think this could be just a stellar blend. Now, to my knowledge, this particular tin does not have any age on it that I'm aware of. I can't read the thing on it, so I'm not even going to try. But to my knowledge, this is a fresh tin. I don't think it's got any age on it that I'm aware of. Steve can correct me if I'm wrong. Um, room note is good on this. Wife walked in the room the other night when I was smoking this and said it. She said, "What are you smoking?" I told her what it was, and she said it had a nice smell to it. Um, what's interesting is Steve also gifted me a tin of vanilla roll cake, and I tried that the other night, and I might try that again tonight because I want to do a review on that one next. Uh, they are extremely similar blends. Um, I want to say I'll have to go back and read again, but I want to say that the vanilla cream here has a little more burley in it than the roll cake does. Like I said, I'll go back and check that. I could be wrong on that. It may be the other way around, but I'm pretty sure this one has a little bit more. I feel like I get a little more tobacco flavors out of this one than the other one, but I want to try that one again and then also hopefully maybe do a review on that tomorrow, hopefully sometime soon, very soon. But I find them to be very similar blends, and I almost wonder how it would be if you mixed them together in the same bowl. Um, they are so similar, unless something else stands out when I try it again. They're so similar that I really, other than the cut, I don't really know why they made two separate blends. Um, I don't know why they wouldn't have just done vanilla cream loose cut, vanilla cream flake, and a roll cake, I guess. But I don't know. I'll try it again. But while the vanilla is very present in this, it's not strong. It's not overwhelming. Like I said, if you're not an aromatic um connoisseur, um, I do think you still might would enjoy this. It is it has a very nice flavor, and like I said, it's a different take on vanilla. So it's the vanilla in this is very well done, very well done. Um, it is one of those blends that has such a good flavor, especially for me about halfway through the bowl or so. It just starts really tasting good. And the other night I was sitting there, I was actually watching something on TV, and I caught myself just kind of freight training it, and it will try to bite. I don't really have an issue with tongue bite, but I did notice I was puffing on her pretty good there, and I noticed it was trying to bite a little, but that would be most likely because of being a Virginia forward blend. There's a lot of Virginia in here, but yeah, if this is something you might be interested in smoking, I would definitely recommend at least picking up a 10. Um, I believe it only comes in the 3.5 ounce, whatever these are, 3 point, whatever. I believe that's the only thing it comes in, unless you can probably get it in a pound or something. But I definitely, at least if nothing else, at least get 110 of this. Maybe jar some up, smoke the rest, whatever. Because I don't know how long this will be available. Like I said, I don't think this made the cut for the blends that are going to continue to be produced. But I personally do enjoy it. I've actually, like I said, I have some in the cellar. I have a little bit in the jar on the shelf, I believe. If I'm almost positive I do. But and then I have this. I'm gonna jar the rest of this up, But I actually might buy another 10 of this just to have on hand too, in case I get a hankering, especially in the summertime or something. I get a hankering to have a little more of this and start smoking a little more. Thinking out loud. Sorry. I'm kind of aggravated. I was checking my emails this morning. I've been so busy at work this week, I didn't even check my emails. And earlier this week, there was an email sent out that my Wessex Burley slice was in stock. And I didn't see that till this morning. And of course, it's out of stock again. Anywho, that's about all I got to say about this blend here. I do believe it is a blend worth trying, even if you're not an aromatic person. I think it's at least worth trying. Um, if you are primarily an aromatic smoker, I don't, I don't know how much you would appreciate this blend. It is a little more tobacco forward than your typical aromatics, especially if you're somebody who primarily just smokes aromatic blends. You may or may not like it. Because the natural tobacco flavors in this is definitely present. But I don't know. You might enjoy it. It might also be a good segue into other blends of just non-flavored stuff. So regardless, I recommend it. I don't normally do a rating scale anymore when I do a tobacco review, but I would say I'd give this a solid 6 out of 10. Doesn't knock my socks off, but it's a nice, well done blend of definitely quality tobaccos for sure, as most of McBarron stuff is. Um, yeah, I'd say 6 out of 10. It's worth giving it a try. But anyway, I reckon that's about all I got to say about it, and I appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with me for a few minutes. And I'll try to get the review out. I might try to do that tomorrow on the vanilla roll cake. Compare the similarity on those. But anyway, until then, I wish blessings for all, and lots of luck to you and yours.